Iowa Caucus.
Mm-hmm.
This is where basically the Iowans will go to the polls to see really the front runner for the Republican nomination. The big names are Donald Trump, Nikki Haley, DeSantis, and Ramaswamy. Those are the four.
Yeah, those are the four.
Those are the four that matter.
Yeah.
There's rumors that DeSantis is going to concede tomorrow night because he knows he's going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like Nikki Haley is in it for the fight. What was interesting is Ramaswamy doesn't really have a shot either. He's like a pretty distant fourth, I think. But Trump out of nowhere just attacked him last night.
And Ramaswamy responded. He was just like, why are we fighting? You know,
I'm your guy.
I'm your guy.
Yeah.
Like he was kind of like, why are we doing friendly fire? That's what that was his point.
Yeah. He said Ramaswamy is sly, deceitful, and not MAGA. That was the big statement he said.
Cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, group chat.
Cash.
It's $1 trillion. Hot.
All right, Cathies, we are back with another episode of Group Chat. Shout out to everyone who subscribed to the YouTube. It continues to grow. Now there's a lot of comments. People are engaging. What's also interesting is because more people are now, slowly starting to pick up on YouTube. They're calling out all our movements. You move your leg too much.
Oh, is that a comment?
Yeah, you touch your
They
face.
don't like this?
Yeah, you touch your face too much.
Okay.
So that's a comment. I think I touched my face too. So now I'm going to be self-conscious of that.
So I can't move my leg or touch my face.
Yes. If you move your leg or touch your face, we'll never become big on YouTube.
Okay, fair.
That's one call out. I do like the comments. They're fun. I like the shit talking. It's good.
Yeah.
Shit talking is fun. But you just got back from New York.
Mhm.
We have a trip we're about to go on. So we'll talk about both those. Really funny. Anand sent a text last night that, so he went for dairy. His a friend of ours that literally grew up down the street,
One of my best friends.
whose 40th birthday was in New York City,
Yep.
and you flew out for the 40th birthday and
24-hour turnaround trip.
24-hour trip. And
I'm
you,
exhausted.
And you had said you had texted last night that Derry's parents were talking to someone for 20 minutes and basically thought it was you.
Mhm.
And then another guy was talking to someone for a while and thought it was you.
And I've known that guy 20 years as
20
well.
years. I mean, you've known the parents
32.
32 years. So,
And then, no, it gets better.
yeah.
Derry's brother and his wife, Derry's brother I spent the afternoon with, thought the other guy was me.
So here's a couple takeaways, key takeaways.
It was dark. It's a dark room.
You're dark.
Derry listens to the pod, so, and I think a handful of kind of let's give like the kind of context to who was at the party. It's all Stanford undergrads and Harvard Business School kids.
Yeah.
So very high.
Elite. These are coastal elites.
These are the most coastal elites that you could possibly imagine.
They see no color. They think every Indian's the same.
And there's only 3 Indians. 2 have a similar build.
Rest white.
Rest white.
Black. 1. 2.
I don't know if I saw a black guy.
Korean. Chinese.
Don't think so.
Wow. I like this. Very pure. Keep it pure. Okay.
Don't know if there was a Korean or a Chinese.
Okay. That's why they don't know. They're like, you're the token. They just figured they probably were like, there's another Indian here besides Anand.
Yeah, everyone.
Maybe there was one Anand approved, and this other guy shows up,
Yeah,
the imposter.
And Derry sent me a very nice message this morning, and I said I didn't even need to go.
Yeah, you would have gotten credit.
Yeah,
Saw the picture.
we don't look anything alike.
0. But for whites, it's acceptable.
Yeah, it was a very eye-opening situation. Like, hey, it's just like, hey, we're really rich and we're really white, and we get to Stanford and Harvard.
We don't have to
We
recognize
don't have to
Indians.
recognize. Yeah, it's like, hey, this guy could be on. And
Some
who
people
cares?
don't recognize Palestine or Israel. Some people don't recognize Indians.
Yeah, they don't recognize this guy, and they went to business school with him.
Unbelievable. And now I'm about to head to the airport. on a trip, and I'm bringing Javier. The boys are going to Europe.
The boys are going to Europe.
If it was for me, like if that was a different phase of my life, I would just let him basically post the whole trip because I think it would be really funny. I think he should post the whole trip. I don't want to be in it.
Do it on Snapchat.
No, you should post on Instagram stories
Just do
the trip.
Close friends.
Just not me in anything. So I mean, look, I think he should post. It'll be fun to see, the boys going to Europe.
So Dee and Javier are in the office right now. They're about to take a red eye to New York and give me the next destinations.
Yeah, I briefly mentioned in the last.
I know we
pod.
said in the last pod, but it would be a recap.
A recap. We're in New York for 13 hours. We're working all day, have meetings, and
So what's Hav doing?
he's. We have a team in Brooklyn, so Javier's next kind of foray into the business is sales, and we have a lot of salespeople there. So
Okay.
he's going to spend time with the team there, get trained, maybe check out the tunnel that everyone's buzzing about in Brooklyn. Yes. Yeah, a lot of boys. So we'll do that. And then we have a pretty action.
So here's my thing, because I know how you operate.
Yeah.
You don't sleep.
Yeah.
So you're landing at whatever, 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Probably. If I had
Straight
to
to
guess.
the office.
And you're going boom.
Gone.
And then Monday night, you're on a flight.
Another red eye.
And then you're boom, gone.
Yeah. We land in London at 9:20, and then we have a pretty packed day. We have 2-3 meetings.
And he's coming to all the meetings, huh?
Yeah. I've been adding him, teasing out the schedule. And then Monday night, we were supposed to have like a dinner meeting with somebody, a retailer. And I think it's been pushed or potentially canceled. So it might just be me and Hav Monday night
In London.
in London.
Good Gymkhana.
Tuesday night. I have we made a reservation at Chiltern Firehouse. It's like a cool little place. But maybe we'll go to Gymkhana. It's probably hard to get a reservation.
Ask Shu.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But Hav, you're 26?
Yeah, just turned 27 actually.
Okay, so D's 43, right? And he doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
He works 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Are you
I'm
ready
so
to
fucking ready. Well, I'm like trying not to get too excited until my ass is in that seat. But once I'm in that seat, it's go time. Because I like don't sleep either.
He's a very early riser.
Like
Because I'll be texting him at 5 a.m. He's awake.
From like 4:30 to like midnight, D's like just texting me and I'm just like replying.
Yeah.
So like, the no sleep isn't going to be an issue. I don't think.
You have a passport, right?
Yeah, I got the passport, went home, secured that. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to see, I don't know,
It's a good test.
eat some pizza.
Because you never know, like, what you're made of until
Yeah.
I know what this trip's going to be like. It's going to be brutal.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing. New York, London, Paris.
Oh,
Milan.
yeah. No, I like,
It sounds amazing.
It does sound amazing.
I know
but
D's pretty nonstop, but like, I think I got the age on my side on this one. So like, like 3 or 4 days in, I think someone's going to have to take a nap and.
Well, so
some
here's
point.
basically what happens to me. I don't go out late anymore. Like late in Europe is like 12, like 12-1 is not late in Europe,
No.
right? Like we'll have 10 o'clock dinners and I'll go to sleep 12-1. 5 years ago, I would have gone to a party, and today I'm not going to do, like maybe one night we'll do that. I'll go to bed early and I'll go get 7 hours of sleep and I'll be fine. He may want, he may think, hey, YOLO, and go out. I saw Zach Bia's DJing some party.
Wednesday night, I saw that.
Yeah, Wednesday night. He might be at that. It said I looked at the invite. It said 12 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah, it was
like,
it was midnight to 6 a.m.
No.
I was like,
And he probably won't even show up till 2.
3.
Yeah, probably.
He's probably DJing the 4 to 6 time slot.
That's when Hav's going to be there.
Yeah, so that'll be
And
interesting.
then he's going to have to be up for meetings to
Yeah.
take notes.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
So if Hav decides to be with Zach Bia till 6 a.m.
As long as he's awake, I don't give a shit.
and your probably meetings are at 9 a.m.
Yeah, meetings start relatively early. Not too early. It's still France at the end.
French fries.
French fries start at like 10 a.m. So we'll see. I'm excited to really see how he does. It's a great test.
Great test.
Great test. And then I think once we're in Milan, it's going to be mellow. Like we're at an office the entire time, and the person hosting us is all the meetings are.
But
his
isn't
office.
Paris the longest?
Yeah, the problem is like Paris is long because it hits the weekend, and so we basically I had to make a choice. I'm like, do I stay in Paris or go to Milan? I have like a ton of friends in Paris.
Here's another test, right? You have a lot of important friends that are going to be there.
Yeah.
Are you going to be annoying, Hav? Or are you going to be chill?
Coachella, remember?
Yeah, that's right. You
I
were
think
in
that
Puff's
was
house.
yeah.
That's a good test.
There's a lot
Coachella-
of people over there.
Coachella was a very good test because that was insane human beings.
And that was like my first, I was in shock. I think I wasn't annoying just because I didn't know how to speak because there was so many people that
Yeah.
I knew of.
Because I connected you with one of our mutual friends, Jad, who's
Yeah.
going to be there
Yes.
for Pharrell.
Yeah. Big
LV show.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, you guys should all hang
Yeah.
out.
So we'll all hang out. Yeah, we have a lot of interesting guests that we'll be meeting this weekend. So it'll be fun. And we have some crazy meetings at some crazy offices. So that'll also be
So
fun.
are you taking notes on the iPad or what are you doing?
Probably just off my phone. Because, it's kind of weird vibe if you pull out like an iPad.
Or
like,
laptop is fine.
Yeah.
Laptop's okay. They'll think we're serious. You should do laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks good.
I packed all my...
The French will be like, whoa.
They'll be like, what is that?
Cappuccino and a laptop? Dude, you look...
What about a cigarette? I don't know.
Cigarette inside? That's a bold move.
Just light it up. Who the fuck's this guy?
Bonjour, bonjour.
Je m'appelle, bitch.
That's good.
All right. Well, it'll be good. I'm going to try to do an episode. If we can record one day early, then I can do it. Because otherwise it's like 10, 11 o'clock at night.
I'm fine. We could do, up to Josh. Like,
Yeah. If we could do an earlier episode.
What's early? 9, 10 a.m.?
Yeah. Like even 10. 10's
10
fine.
a.m.'s fine.
Because then it'll be afternoon, evening for us.
I'm fine.
Yeah. And then we could do a weekend. Maybe like...
We get an update on.
Yeah. Even if it's like a 15-minute and you and Drama do the rest, that'll be good. Okay. See, like day 3, day 7. It's 10 days. It's a long fucking
It's a
trip.
long trip.
It's the longest I've been away from my kids.
So are you guys showering in the club or what are you guys doing in the morning? Are you going?
The problem is we're flying JetBlue and they don't have anything.
Nothing. Yeah.
Nothing.
I just flew JetBlue.
Yeah, that's the flaw of JetBlue. So I don't think we're going to shower tomorrow at all.
Go straight to the meetings.
We're going straight to the meeting, and I know where we're meeting because it's our office. There's no shower. So it's an Irish shower, maybe some wipes, some deodorant. And the problem is we're not really realistically showering till Tuesday in London.
Yeah, because you have no hotel.
No hotel. We have staff that has hotels. If it's someone has a hotel close by, maybe in the afternoon we can go shower.
Go to Derry's.
We're in Brooklyn.
I have some friends in Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah.
Go to Vinode's.
Oh yeah,
Go shower.
We might need to do that at some point. There's some shitty hotels near the office. We can go get out.
I was supposed to meet him. He said he just got in late last night. So you have a shower.
All right.
I can guarantee you a shower in Brooklyn.
Okay. We might have to do that. All right. Let's move on. Let's get some news going. Well, the big news for this week, it is blockbuster,
Yeah.
is the Iowa Caucus.
Mm-hmm.
This is where basically the Iowans will go to the polls to see who is really the front runner for the Republican nomination.
Right.
The big names are Donald Trump, Nikki Haley, DeSantis, and Ramaswamy. Those are the four.
Yeah, those are the four.
Those are the four that matter.
Yeah.
There's rumors that DeSantis is going to concede tomorrow night because he knows he's going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like Nikki Haley is in it for the fight. What was interesting is Ramaswamy doesn't really have a shot either. He's like a pretty distant fourth, I think. But Trump out of nowhere just attacked him last night.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which is really, really weird because...
And Ramaswamy responded.
What? I didn't see the response.
He was just like, why are we fighting?
Yeah. I'm your guy.
I'm your guy.
Yeah.
Like, he was kind of like, why are we doing friendly fire? That was his point.
Yeah. He said, Ramaswamy is sly, deceitful, and not MAGA. That was the big statement he said, which I actually saw a lot of Republican people thought it was a bad move.
And then there was two images today. I don't know if you saw, because Trump does. Ramaswamy's been in Iowa for like weeks,
I think he's done 249 appearances.
and Trump showed up for the first time today. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He knows he's just like,
He's the guy.
I'm the guy. And if you look at the two different meetups, Ramaswamy's and Trump's, it's night and day. Meaning Ramaswamy had way more people.
Yeah. I have this weird feeling that he's going to perform okay. Like, I don't think he's going to win Iowa, but like, if he's third instead of fourth.
I mean, Obama didn't win Iowa against Hillary.
No.
He won New Hampshire.
Yeah. But if he's supposed to be number 4. If he places 3 or somehow sneaks in second.
I think he's ahead of DeSantis. Do you really think?
The poll I saw, he was 4th. But the polls don't mean anything.
Yeah.
If he comes in 3rd or even close to 2nd.
It's a big momentum thing because, I mean, we've seen this, we're obviously a lot older than most of our listeners, but
Yeah.
Candidates come out of nowhere.
Yes. Momentum. I was explaining this we were watching football this weekend. My son, who by the way is like bawling, crying right now because the Rams lost.
Is he actually crying? I know you.
Bawling.
So we actually stopped recording to watch the end of the Rams-Lions game.
Yes.
And
crying. Like profusely crying. They're never going to the Super Bowl again.
I was so close to buying him a Rams merch because at the airport, I was in the airport, last night and this morning.
Yeah.
And there's so much Rams merch.
I wonder if it'll be on sale. Maybe I'll pick it up tonight.
Yeah.
50 off. I'll buy something. But yeah, he's, obviously he's just devastated. Every touchdown, I watched the first half with him. Every touchdown the Lions scored, he cried.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, it's a long ass game. Chill. Anyways, in football, it's a great example because it's very similar to politics. In football, particularly in playoffs, football's a very long season, right? So inevitably you get injured. It's a very violent sport. There's a lot of injuries. So typically what you see is who is healthy going into the playoffs and who has all the momentum. And then all of a sudden in football, you see teams like Houston was not supposed to be beating the shit out of Cleveland, or the Packers, who are 7.5 point underdogs. If you're healthy and you're hot, you catch momentum, you're going to go to the Super Bowl. Like, you don't even know. It could just happen. Similarly in politics, especially in the social media age, if Ramaswamy performs well, all of a sudden, or even Nikki Haley, she sneaks by and wins Iowa or something.
Yeah, we have no idea what the actual temperature is in Iowa for the Republican.
It's freezing because
we know the temperature of Iowa.
The temperature is so cold. Here's the other problem. Ramaswamy clearly is attracting younger people, seem like sub 50-year-olds are coming. Trump's going to get all the older people, right? Because a 70-year-old white guy in Iowa is like, I don't know.
Why does he keep calling his wife a throat surgeon when she's an ENT?
I don't know, but throat surgeon is just a crazy thing to call your wife.
She's an
For
ENT.
many other reasons.
She's an ENT. Ear, nose, and throat.
Maybe she does.
She's done no ENN?
Throat surgeon could mean something completely different too. So either way, bad name to call your wife. I mean, that you should have checked.
He keeps doing it.
Yeah. Maybe he thinks it's going viral, so fuck it.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see the results. Hopefully we'll see them tomorrow night. That'll be really fun to see what happens.
I don't know if you follow the crooked media guys. Tommy Vitor, who is one of it's him, John Favreau, and Dan Pfeiffer. They're the three. And he did the whole Iowa Republican and was tweeting the entire time.
What do you mean?
Great. No, he was just live streaming and giving commentary.
To who though?
To his audience.
Okay. He was at
He went to the Republican Iowa meetups the last
different events.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Got it.
It was good stuff.
Really? Good content?
I mean, those guys are very clever.
Yeah. I'm excited to see. I think it's going to be a big. I'm looking for a surprise.
And the weather's tough.
That's what I'm saying. The weather hurts Trump because his followers will be older.
And he put in no work.
He put in no work. He got lazy. He got confident and got lazy. And this guy, Indians are sneaky.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a surprise in Iowa, and then, like we said, Obama lost Iowa and won New Hampshire and then became president.
Yeah. If you're Nikki Haley or Ramaswamy, you just have to perform well. Where people are like, fuck, they have a
there's
shot.
a chance.
If they have a chance, because there's enough Republicans that want to vote for another candidate. They just can't.
Yep.
So if there was that opportunity, that's huge, and we'll see what happens.
I'm putting my feet down because I've been told.
You're shaking.
Yeah.
Yes, good. All right. Well, that's going to be exciting to watch. Everyone tune into that. Highly recommend. Nobody watches cable news anymore.
No, they watch us.
But on Monday night, I would watch cable news. I think it's going to be fun.
This Monday to tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. Elections are good for cable news and elections. They thrive on elections with those little fucking boards and
the guy who did the college football playoffs is the guy who does the elections.
For what network?
He was on ESPN, so it must be ABC.
Okay. So he's the same
he was
guy.
like doing like Alabama.
Well, in this county, we typically Democrat. Looks like we're gonna go red this year. That guy.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. I was reading this headline and I was just so curious. It said, "You are 48% more likely to land a first date if you do this one thing." What do you think it is?
I didn't actually click on it, so I have no idea. Let's.
Can anyone guess?
I mean, Hav should be the one to guess. You're the single guy.
Okay, 48%
I've
more
been married
likely to
7
land a
years.
date.
I've been on a date in 15 years.
Yeah.
Send a DM.
No. Send a voice note. So I thought that was pretty interesting because
Send a voicemail, meaning like you
voice note.
Voice note.
Yes.
Okay.
So like on these apps, you can send a voice note, or maybe you get
anything. You can do it on iMessage.
So I think what's interesting is, I think the reason why that works, that actually mimics real life more than anything, right? Like historically, if you were gonna go on a date pre-apps, you met someone in person, you vibed with them at a party or wherever, restaurant, library, wherever the hell you are, and you ended up potentially speaking to them and socializing with them first before you decided, like, hey, can I go on a date with this person?
So what's so funny to me, it's like, hey, can you actually talk?
Yeah.
It's like a big signal for dating.
Yes, because I think like, I think if you really think about
think about it, if you're a 23-year-old, just talk.
If you're a 23-year-old guy and you are just somewhat
conversationally
you might
appropriate.
Yes, I think you can hit the jackpot. I think women had just lowered their standards so much where they're like, I gotta know this guy can at least hold 5-minute conversation before I go on a date with this loser.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Like if you're a 23-year-old average looking guy, you can punch way above your weight if you can hold a conversation.
Yes. I really believe that because when you're reading these types of articles, it's pretty fascinating.
Is Hav allowed to conversate in Paris?
He can conversate. I don't care. We're not sharing a room. I don't give a shit what he does. I think the point of the voice note is that it shows your personality. And I think in texting and DMing, you don't know what you're getting into because specifically for guys, even for me, I meet a lot of guys. Until I hear them or meet them, I don't know if they're a weirdo or not.
So I actually had this conversation with a very successful, he's 31 years old. Not going to say his name. No idea if he listens or not. But I gave him the advice that, he's charming he's a conversationalist.
Okay.
Like he's not like, he's not like someone that can't hold a conversation. And I was like, look, you have this window where you're either going to get serious with your current girlfriend
Yeah.
or you're going to be a total fuckboy because you're going to get endless number of girls because you actually talk to people.
Yeah. So what is he going to do?
Unclear.
I could predict what he's going to do. I mean, if you read this article, it's basically saying that if you're confident, fun, and engaging.
Yeah, this guy's not going to have any issues.
Yeah. I mean, if I was a single guy, I'd probably send out 200-300 voice notes a night. And if you got a good little...
No, but here's the counter. So because I think we obviously both know plenty of people in this realm. There's a tipping point where you just become a fuckboy.
What's wrong with that?
It's fine.
Yeah.
But you're not going to have a family. You're not going to have...
That may not be what they want.
Correct.
There's a lot of people that don't want that. So, I mean, if you're 60 and you're still a conversationalist, you might be crushing.
Yeah. No.
I'm sure there's 60-year-old chatters that are just crushing it in Beverly Hills.
I think we know a few of them.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think it's pretty fascinating.
But I think if you're very successful at an early age, you have to make this decision of what you want to do.
Yeah.
Do you want to be 60 and still conversating? Or do you want to have a family?
I think a lot of people want to conversate. But by the way, you can conversate your way to like an illegitimate child.
Or 3
And then
divorces.
you could still have kids. You just don't have to get married. You don't have to get married to the conversationalist. You can just have the kid.
Fair.
I think more people are going to do that.
I think there's a lot of wealth that's been created for younger people through obviously technology.
Yeah.
That there's a lot of conversationalists.
Yeah. They're just like, yeah, sure, I'll pop out a couple kids, but I ain't getting married.
Yep.
I mean, Tyreek Hill has like 3 women pregnant right now.
Yeah, I think he has 7 kids.
Yeah. He's a conversationalist.
Clearly.
He's walking around chatting everyone up. All right, moving on. This is really big news. Nike and Tiger Woods have ended their partnership after 27 years. I mean,
He had $1 billion contract, right?
yeah. What's interesting is I didn't even realize it was 27 years because, like, obviously we vividly grew up watching this guy
Yeah,
play.
we were kids when he was coming up.
And so it's fascinating that 27 years went by in a blink of an eye. I am shocked. Is he not resident? Nike only care about his money, right?
Yeah.
So there's either the price tag he wanted was so ridiculous, but how is he not Michael Jordan-esque for golf? Like there's 0 other people in golf that matter. There's nothing that matters.
Yeah, I don't know who his representation is, but it is curious because of what you just said. Like Jordan, they just said like whatever you want
Forever. Yeah.
We're gonna make sure you're there. And then I don't know if you saw the viral clip that went 2 days ago. So he had a long drive with a Barstool guy, and that guy does this like drive. He went on his knees and
Hit it far.
hit it further, and it went viral. Like,
Yeah.
if I had to guess, what do you think? 200 million impressions? 300 million? It was everywhere.
I didn't see it.
And maybe not. I mean, but I'm curious. I would suspect
I'm sure everyone at the 40th birthday saw it.
300. Yeah, everyone saw that. Yeah. Stanford, Harvard crew. But my point is, he clearly still resonates.
Yeah. He definitely resonates. I mean, there's literally no one else that has ever been able to sell
And
anything.
especially with his son coming up.
Yeah. I just don't get it. Like, did he not want it? Did Nike not want it? Because like the one thing I would say is that, and Drama has said this, nothing hotter recreationally than golf.
Yeah.
Of all the sports, that is what adults play recreationally, it is golf. That is looking like it has broken race, it has broken financial demographics, It's here to stay. It's
I mean, Bieber's at like public courses.
yes.
He's not at Bel Air.
No.
He's not at LACC.
No, he's just
He's at
hanging out.
Angeles Crest or whatever.
Yeah, and just hitting balls.
And he's one of the most famous people on the planet.
Yeah, so it's clearly resonated. I'm sure Nike has benefited from the golf boom because of the brand in general. Tiger Woods is it. He's Michael Jordan.
He's it forever.
Yeah, and that's why I do not get what Nike. So I want to know the inner workings. Was the price too high for Nike? Did Tiger Woods just not?
Or did
give
he
shit?
have another deal that he's about to?
So
announce
there was
in a week?
rumors first about On Running that they were going to give him equity. Then there was Callaway Golf offered him $500 million. So it could be. There could be like, but if I'm Nike, like Nike's struggling. They are not hitting their stride, and they have a ton of competition, right? Like On and Hoka, Aloe, these brands have made a fucking dent.
Lululemon.
Yeah, all made a dent in Nike. And there's so many emerging activewear apparel brands. And the fact that On and Hoka are so fucking big, so fast. If I'm Nike, you have Tiger Woods. What are you
And
doing?
you have LeBron.
Yeah. But
And
like,
you have Jordan.
and I would argue Tiger Woods has sold more product than LeBron.
Probably, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. And I think he resonates globally more than a LeBron does because of the sport.
Yeah.
Like in Korea and Japan, you're selling fucking,
Dubai.
yeah. It's golf. Golf is huge.
Well, he's huge.
Yeah. It's Tiger Woods. His name is so good. Tiger Woods. You couldn't make a better name for an athlete.
Yeah, I'm. What do you think it is? So you're obviously in the consumer space.
I think Nike has lost its way. I think the leadership at Nike has underestimated everything. Like, I cannot.
You can't let Tiger leave.
No, you just pay him whatever you want.
You gave LeBron a lifetime deal.
Yeah,
Give Tiger a lifetime deal.
give him whatever you want. Double. Do you want $2 billion? Give him $2 billion. Who gives a fuck? His kid's gonna be a fucking superstar.
Yeah. Now
And-
his kid's gonna be wearing.
Yeah, he's gonna be
whatever
wearing
brand.
On Running. On's gonna launch golf.
I mean, they let Federer leave.
Yes, and look what he did.
Yeah,
he was on.
He made like $600 million, I think,
Yeah,
off On Running. Or was it On?
yeah,
Yeah.
he did on. It's just opening up. It's very like, Apple has a tremendous amount of dominance, but from a technology standpoint, they own like your whole fucking life. Nike's is only as good as what you did for me last week.
Yeah.
Like I don't wear.
And the thing with Tiger, it doesn't even matter if he ever wins another tournament. He's Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Everyone loves him. That viral video that went
Yeah.
2 days ago. I know you
How
didn't
old
see
is Tiger Woods? Can we look that up?
48,
That's it?
if I had to guess.
He's 48 years old.
48.
Oh
There you
my
go.
God. So this guy's going to be relevant for another 30 fucking years.
Easy.
Yeah.
And he's going to be doing the celebrity tours and those Netflix, him and Tom Brady.
Yeah, yeah.
They're going to do all of that.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be in good
him
shape.
and Steph Curry, they're
Yeah.
going to go hit, play 18.
Yeah. Wow. It's a real fumble for Nike. I think you can't let people like this leave. Like, this is it. Changed an entire sport.
And-
No one gave a flying fuck about golf till Tiger Woods showed up.
Yeah.
And by the way, they had a lot to do with his success. The commercials, the clothing. Like, I vividly remember when he would win like the Masters. Boom, the hot commercial
I mean,
with his
he's
dad.
Tiger's the biggest meme on the internet right now.
Yeah, with the high,
Yeah,
with
the high five.
thing.
It has nothing to do with Nike.
Big
but
dog.
it's still Tiger.
All right, moving on. Another big sports news. We're all huge football fans here, and what's interesting is my son is obsessed with football, and he's dying to play flag football. His school doesn't allow flag football for the kids till 4th grade, but like if you're a 6-year-old, I think in the Valley, loosey goosey, playing tackle probably. So he's dying to play. California is looking to launch a bill to ban tackle football for children under 12. Matt Leinart, our good friend, posted, I don't know if you watched the
I
video.
saw it. Yeah, yeah.
He said that he did not play tackle football till he was in high school. Played flag football till he was in high school. And he felt that it was fine. And he said that parents are very concerned. Obviously, like, your brain's still developing. And usually I'm anti-California woke bills. I don't think it should be a bill at the end of the day, because I do not, if a family has cumulatively decided that they want their child to play tackle football, should we stop? I know it's bad for the kids, but is it like, should we make it a law?
Yeah, this is tricky because Matt Leinart posted a passionate Twitter feed, Instagram about it, saying, hey, people should be able to choose.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't do it, but if another family wants them to do it. But then, the counter to it is, we know it's terrible for you.
But so you're saying that, like, parents...
It's like smoking, right? Like, you get to smoke when you're 18. You get to drink when you're 21.
But do you think it's fair that...
I think we know enough about contact sports.
But parents...
I think AYSO, you're not even allowed to head anymore.
No.
Head the ball.
Yeah, I don't think you are.
Until
AYSO,
you're like
there's
14.
a silent day. They have a silent day where you're not allowed to clap.
What does that mean?
You can't cheer. There's literally a silent day.
I still have no idea what you're talking about.
So one day we go to AYSO. Haley tells me, she's like, yo, it's silent day, so shut the fuck up on the sideline. I'm like, what does that mean? She's like, I think you're allowed to clap, but you can't say, like, go, let's fucking go, whatever. Just because they don't want people to be riled up. So clearly,
what does that accomplish?
What does it accomplish? Basically, they want, they think the parents are changing
Out of pocket?
Yeah. I think that's part of the fun of youth sports. You know what I love about sports, specifically college sports, more so than pro? I love seeing the other fans melt down. They're mad, they're crying, they're fighting. That is a part of the sport that I enjoy. I love seeing fans.
But you want that at the youth level too.
I like seeing the parents suffer. I think it's funny. I think if you are going to lose your shit over like a 6-year-old soccer game, I want to watch your misery. You have a problem.
Clearly have a problem.
And I'm okay with watching your family meltdown.
All right. That's fair. So that's why you think a silent day is necessary.
I think there are pockets of the country where it's so bad.
All right. So here's what I actually want to understand, because my kids are too young, so it's not relevant at this point. But I know how passionate parents are about their kids and their sports. If they're 13, 14, when do they give up? You're not making it. Your kids aren't making it.
No, they give up at 18 when they stop playing. They don't give up till then.
You think at 15 they're still grinding, like thinking their kid's going pros?
Maybe at college. I think you are thinking your kid is going to college till they're not. So they go to 18 and they're going to apply to college. They go to college and like, Dad, I fucking hate soccer. I think it's stupid. I don't want to run around and kick a ball anymore. It's a dumb sport.
At what age? Sorry.
18.
No, but you would know way earlier than that, because if you don't have a scholarship at like 16, you're not going to get...
Look, college sports is a huge ecosystem, right? There's D1, there's D2, there's D3, and whatever the pussies at Ivy League schools do.
That's actually D1.
Yeah, intramural.
Intramural's different than D1. Ivy League's still D1.
All the Ivy League?
Yeah.
D1?
Linsanity.
The one guy. They got one guy.
Fitzpatrick,
I remember. He played Harvard, yeah.
Both of them are Harvard guys.
Yeah. Okay, the rest of those Ivies, no one in Princeton or...
No. There's a I'll
There's a really good basketball player in Princeton right now, an Asian
Really?
kid. He's a baller.
yeah, Princeton. They're always
In the Final Four,
yeah.
whatever. March Madness. All right, whatever cockamamie sports they
No,
play
my
there.
point is, when do parents give up?
18.
You think 18?
Yes, I do think it's 18. They're holding a hope. This senior season, he's gonna ball out, and we're all going.
Well, going where?
You know, to the promised land.
To get a college scholarship or what?
College scholarship. You know, because here's the thing. It's very similar to starting a business. They're very similar. Every day, tens of thousands of people all across America start a business. And they're inspired by a story they heard. Oh, when I was whatever, blah, 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 I started this business and they become very rich. Every day in sports, it's a tangible thing. You hear these stories. Giannis started playing basketball at 19 or whatever and was in the NBA at 20, right? Like you hear these stories. Like a lot of these guys, like in the NFL, like a D3 guy makes it to the NFL. Now he's in the Pro Bowl, right? It happens every day. There are real life stories. So you're thinking like,
but these are like, you're talking Giannis.
Tommy Cutlets.
You're talking about Giannis.
Tommy Cutlets.
Is that DeVito?
Yeah. Who's that guy? He was a mama just grinding it out. Boom. NFL quarterback starting for the New York Giants. That's possible. That's why parents hold out.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Why else would you go play D3 football? It's hope. It's hope. You play D3 football because what if I have a killer season?
I know enough people in the Valley listen to this podcast, and I'll just share the story because it's funny. I was a senior in high school, had already decided to go to USC.
Yeah.
We're at a friend's house, and Ryan Braun, who obviously is now, MVP, 8-time All-Star, maybe 10-time All-Star. I have no idea what the number is, but he's obviously very successful.
Yeah.
And we're just Valley kids sitting at our friend Brad's house, and he's like, "Oh, where are you going to school?" I'm like, "USC." I'm like, "What about you?" And he's like, "Oh, wherever I get a scholarship." A scholarship for what? I had no idea
that he was that good.
He was that good.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh yeah, wherever I can play." He's like, UCLA, USC, Stanford, Miami. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah. What are you good at math? Well, we're not getting those athletic scholarships. We're getting a math scholarship.
It was a shocking conversation.
Yeah.
I remember this like vividly at 17 years old.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy's that good?
Yeah, he's going to play.
He's going to play baseball.
That's what I'm saying. And by the way, like in high school, you get one good season. You're playing in a college team.
And then the next, like literally 3 months later, there was like 100 scouts.
That's what I'm saying.
That's every game that he was playing at our high school, at Granada Hills High School.
That's what I'm saying. Like why the parents hold out. You could get a growth spurt.
Yeah.
You become strong. You become fast. You become whatever. Your son or daughter, all of a sudden, boom, college scholarship comes. Life changes.
For sure.
Hobby was a swimmer. University of Santa Barbara.
Now he's going to Paris and Milan. He's chilling.
You're swimming in some French fries now. All right. This has really gone viral. I've seen it all over Twitter, TikTok, and the headline is scientists find about 250,000 invisible nanoplastic particles in a liter of bottled water. So this has just gone completely up in arms.
So you can't drink out of plastic bottles, basically what they're saying.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is there's a scientist on there that says it's unclear. We haven't done enough studies yet to know if this is harmful for you or not. Because, scientists are very black and white. So there are obviously people have lost their mind. I have a big conspiracy theory on this.
Oh, wow. Let's hear it.
You want to know who planted this article? Plant.
Plants are hot.
Yeah. You know who planted this? Stanley. Stanley water bottles are the hottest thing on earth. Stanley?
No, steel bottle.
Yes.
He's
Yeah, that's a big thing. So Stanley basically had this study done, and they are pushing this narrative of nanoplastic in your water bottle. The problem is the timing of this is there's a very large Wall Street Journal article that came out saying that people under 30 getting cancer is like at an all-time high.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
So it's a really big thing. So I do think there's like a humongous opportunity in health to be a little bit more bespoke.
Yeah.
Because this nanoparticles in in bottled water may impact certain people. Because like, why are all these young people getting cancer? What type of people are they that get cancer? Like, there's people drinking bottled water all over the world, right? Like, is it just an American thing? Is it happening in China? Are they drinking bottled water in China? In India?
Well, I mean, I guess the data is probably not very relevant, meaning that they're not. You know, there's a lot of people dying in a lot of countries that
we don't know why.
Yeah.
But there's a huge opportunity.
Because like this is my big thing on COVID. We knew a lot of people were dying of COVID in the U.S. because we were testing so vigorously and like we knew everything. And then in other countries would say like, oh, in Africa, no one's dying.
Yeah.
Because they weren't testing as rigorously.
Yeah. Okay, so Argentina, Buenos Aires. I've been to Buenos Aires.
You have?
I have.
Twice.
I went with mom and dad.
You did?
Yeah.
I remember.
And I have a great picture of us.
Yeah,
we took a big tour. They were there for a wedding, and I was there on my way to Punta del Este.
Yeah, what's
Uruguay.
that? What's that? Can
Punta
you give
del
a
Este?
member stamp?
That is basically the.
That's the big member tent in South America.
It's basically the Hamptons of South America. It's probably the most expensive place I've ever been to in my life. It's like Saint-Tropez prices.
So explain it.
It's just
like I know
it's like a beach
people
town.
see this on Instagram. They see this from like influencers. What is Punta del Este?
So I went quite a while ago, 10 plus years ago. It's developed a lot, but it is this like kind of wealthy enclave of South Americans in Uruguay that is very popular.
But Americans too.
So when I went, there were some Americans, but not like how it is now. It is now like nice hotel. There was only one nice hotel when we went there. So we got I don't even know if Airbnb was around. We rented a house and like we didn't have power 2 days. I don't think we had water one day. Very interesting, but had a good time. Eric Murillo DJing. It was great. New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
All right.
You with some famous people?
Oh, no, not Punta. Oh yeah, I did go. Yeah. Famous people always help.
Famous people made your price a lot cheaper than it should have been.
Yeah, I mean, as far as going out, never paid for anything. Even Florianopolis, which is
Was that the same trip?
different trip. It was a few years apart. That was also
Famous people.
famous people, a lot of free everything. Kathy's, you got to be friends with famous people. It just makes it's better to be famous. Put it like this. It's better to be friends with a famous person than a rich person.
I 100% agree.
Famous people are more important than rich people. And this is why rich people, they lose their mind.
Yeah, they can't get it.
You can never get it. You never get treated like a famous person.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been around it.
So I'll end on one last story. Whatever. Argentina has a lot of inflation. So this is like, I must be 14 years ago, 13 years ago. Anthony, who listens to the podcast, Haley was my girlfriend at the time, now wife. We decide we want to go. I'm sure you were invited. I don't know why you didn't come. We went to Paris to see Watch the Throne.
I had a wedding to go to.
Oh, yeah. Whose wedding? Are they still married?
Pod. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Sohail
Fine.
and Shemi.
Okay, good.
I went to their wedding.
Okay.
So Sohail and Shemi.
Yeah, you. I'm glad you guys are together. Otherwise, it would not be good. We go to Paris to see Watch the Throne, which is like, the biggest tour at that time. And they had the song, and it was just a big thing. So a group of us all go. We'll go for literally, I think, 3 nights, 2 nights, whatever. I vividly remember. I'll never forget this. We go to the after party after the concert. It's at Les Arcs, which if you've been to Paris, it's like the big nightclub there. I've never seen a line like this to get into a party. It's like thousands of people waiting. I'm like, oh, we're toast. We're not getting this party. We are with Jaleel White. And if you don't know who that is, he played basically the biggest character of our childhood. He starred on a TV show called Family Matters. He was Steve Urkel. The door guy sees Jaleel. And he just waves him in, like, come. I'm talking, we're like a football field away. Like, we're not even close. He's like, nah, he just said, we're good. I was like, all right. Did you tell him? We were like 15 people.
Yeah.
So we get to the door and Jaleel goes, this is the crew. And the guy goes, yeah, fine, whatever. Go in.
And your table was next to who?
Yeah, we were across from like Jay-Z, Kanye, Beyonce. It was the most ridiculous thing of all time. And by the way, it's better to be famous. This is why you need to grind it out on TikTok in the hopes.
No, so I'm going to give one like kind of famous guy story that we've been, courtesy to is Super Bowl 2010, I think, or 9.
Yeah.
We didn't have any money.
No.
We literally just like showed up. And
we got like
Ryan Braun had an Air Trans
free ticket.
We get the 2 business class tickets.
And someone at Athletes First, I think, sold us some cheap tickets.
Yeah. And we go to Super Bowl Miami. It's Colts Saints.
Yeah.
And it's me, you, and Omar Miller, who was the star of CSI Miami at the time.
Yeah.
And we're walking through, and every old white person is losing their mind.
Because I love CSI Miami.
CSI Miami.
Yeah.
And then a cop comes up to me and goes, you guys need help? I'm like, yeah, we need help.
Yeah, it's not good right now.
It's not good right now.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, let's get you guys situated. So and then we're literally nobodies, just like they see Omar, and Omar's like, oh yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And we get put against a fence. We have a full police escort.
Yeah.
To get into the NFL owners tailgate where we have no
passes.
No passes. We have no reason to be there.
And so
they start, it was us, Omar,
Chris
David
Rock.
Spade, and Chris Rock. And they're like, we got to get them in. We got to get them in.
Next thing you know, we're at like the hottest fucking tailgate. Better to be famous than rich.
Yeah, we were all broke and we got to experience like the time of our life.
Yeah. All right, Kathy's, that's the story.
Be friends with famous people.
Either be friends with famous people or become famous. Because let me tell you, you working 60 hours a week ain't going to get you that life.
You're not getting the David Spade, Chris Rock entrance.
No. I mean, the thing, all the fun I had no money.
Dude, we hacked that whole Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We got a free flight from our famous baseball player friend. We stayed at a shitty hotel.
Yeah.
And then we just like used him. Omar had to get us into every party.
Omar's got me to a lot of parties, so I can't complain. All right. That's the moral of the story. Kathy's. Find someone famous.
That trip needed 2 famous people.
Well, I mean, Super Bowl, you need a few, but like on a regular day in your life, 1 famous person suits.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do my best to figure out how to record updates.
When do you want to record? What days is it possible?
We'll figure it out. We'll figure out the schedule. We'll do a quick 15.
Because Drama missed 37 episodes. He's probably on pace for 50.
50 this year, yeah. So we'll find a time to do an update, at least a 15-minute, maybe a 15-minute voice note. All right. Have a good night. Great week.